Okay. I don't know. Are the ads done playing? No, 2 minutes left? That's crazy. That's crazy. Well, I'm gonna get started. Sorry, guys. um, yeah, that is a very long ad break. It is what it is. I don't want to wait to get started working, so I'm just gonna start. Maybe we even start it on this frame. And maybe have another one. I'll just do kind of like the main beats, like the keyframes that I want to get in here. I think it's about the same like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 3, 4. No, not even close. It actually gets shorter, but you can't tell. Yeah, you can't really tell. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, it does get one shorter. It should be like this. I actually don't even know what this line represents anymore at this point. I don't know. Maybe it's better with that weird line. I don't know what that dot is even supposed to be. I'm also wondering, is this good or should this even be back? I'm gonna roll with this and we're gonna see what it looks like. And then I feel like he's got two arms on top of each other, right? I gotta go like this. Oh, and this could get longer. Yeah. So maybe this shouldn't be here for those three. It kind of works, right? It kind of works. Oh man, animation's fun. So what we can do here, problem is it's linear right now. Kinda. I also have to make the bow animate. Which is fine. So here we start to pull back. This, okay, this is the grid where we're modifying. This is the third grid down. Well, I guess both of these really. Right, and then this is gonna come in here. Yeah, that's actually right. Wherever this hand is, and then back here is right in here. It's gonna be right along this line of that grid, second grid. Or maybe I should make it go like that more. That's where this one should probably be at. And then this one should pull this whole thing back. Hmm? Like that? Maybe? I don't know. I don't know if it makes sense with that line showing up randomly, though. I might want to go here and just remove that. And leave it just open like that, which is a little bit weird, but makes the animation less janky. Or yeah, let's say make this selection. Hmm? Why didn't that work? Oh, wait. Maybe that is what that option does. Right. Oh, maybe it's just the fill tool doesn't work that way. So that didn't change anything, so we're going to keep it off. One day I'll figure out what you do, checkbox. maybe what I do is that. And I do that. Huh. How do I fill things in on multiple frames at the same time? Oh, what? Oh. Yeah. So this one, maybe this should be pulled a little bit more. How would that, what does that mean? Oh, maybe like that. It's weird that delete works, but fill doesn't. That's fine. And what I could do here is top effect. Draw some like motion lines. It kind of looks cool. That might look better. This I feel like I could do a little bit of a better job with. Nice. The other thing I'm realizing I might have an issue with now is like synchronizing this animation because now, yeah, I don't know how I'm gonna do that. Maybe I just make it really fast and just not worry about it because it's kind of supposed to be like a it's supposed to be like a goofy, low budget looking thing. You know what I mean? It's not supposed to be anything super high quality, kind of. You know. Where did I start? I started from I think a contact pose. Yeah, I started from a contact pose. We can start this from a contact pose. Back up. Technically, he goes like this. I don't really know how to show that, especially because his head's in the way and the bow is sideways. So maybe I just have him pull it straight back for this one. Right. So we go. What? Um. How are we gonna draw this? No, we can't do that. We have to pull it back where it was. Most I could do is pull it down one more. Or it would be like this, maybe. No, this looks weird. Maybe. Maybe just make it fewer frames. Because it's really not going to go any further back than that. Oh, potatoes. I put this on the wrong layer. What is this? It doesn't matter because you can't see that. So I might have to do something weird and animate the parts that you can't see. Just so it looks like something's happening. Really, we don't see anything that happens in here. So what we're gonna wanna do is pull that back and pull this back. Or I emphasize this more by moving all of this back now. Basically just putting this here and then going here and moving this, stretching this further somehow. What the heck does that even look like? It looks so weird. We need to make this thinner. Pew, 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 pew. Or change the shape of that somehow. Like, since that's the only part we see anyways. Oh, because the foot is blocking it. That's fine. I don't know. Or we just delete one of these like this. And then we need to make an attack down. So we'll take the contact frame from this and we'll animate that as a new tag we'll call attack down. Oh, animation direction forward. That's where you set it, over here. If I was talking about wanting to ping pong something before, there it is. Oh, okay, attack down. Guessing that would be, it'd really be this arm that moves. I don't know how to animate that. The bow is already bent. Hmm. Should get more of that drink, maybe. Yeah, let me get more of that. I'll be right back. Okay, so I have no idea what this is going to look like already, but maybe I should just test what I've got so far. Oh my god, that just works. That's actually amazing. And I can go like this. Yeah, that's right. That's the effect I'm seeing. Okay, cool. I guess the other thing that I did kind of figure out, I don't necessarily need to have these filled on this layer, right? These could all just be empty and hollow, right? Let's just see what that would look like real quick. Although it might be easier to actually work on them the way I have it now. What's going on here? There we go. Hmm? I don't know what I did. I don't think I did anything. I don't think I changed it on any of these frames. It did not. So whatever. Just leave it like that for now. We're gonna try first with the right attack animation and see what that looks like. This one is not the mask. And then we'll do the mask. I'm gonna go back to Godot. Now we've got more animations to add here. Attack down, attack right. Back up. Oh, and in doing this, I think I just came up with a good idea, but maybe not. We'll see. So these are called down blah blah blah, right? Well, we'll worry about that later. Hey man, cool characters. Probably like the simple designs. It's really charming. Thank you. Yeah, I actually it started because I was lazy, and then I was like, maybe I'll just keep the style for this, because I didn't expect to develop this game kind of as much as I did. Not that it's super good right now, but it's more detailed than I expected it to be. It is the down one. Oh, oh, there we go. I don't know why it didn't seem to work before. So hold on. The animations look pretty good. He doesn't stop his moving his legs, which is silly. I will fix that. Okay. Now what we got to do is figure out how the animations are going to tie into this. Oh, wait, I'm already on the right space here. Player.gd, attack. Is attacking, probably wherever I'm using that. Okay, here we go. Attack. Cannot attack, play attack, sound. Now, update animation is facing. This is probably more complicated than it has to be. I want to thank you for the LETK series. It really helped me a lot. Awesome, dude. Thank you for commenting on that. That helps me a lot. Motivates me a lot to keep going. I haven't put out a video in a while. I apologize for that. I'm working on a Godot version of the same videos. But it's been a while. That's actually why I created this project that you're seeing right now. This project was supposed to be, hey, I want to make these videos on how to do this in Godot, because it's also another popular game engine. But I don't know how to do that yet because I didn't know how to use Godot at all. And so I'm making this game using LDTK as a way of learning that. And then I kind of spun into a spirally hell of trying to understand top-down tile sets, because I never did that before. Where's my... Here we go. Over here, I have this game over here. And these are all graphics I did myself. So trying to understand how the top-down tile sets work and perspective with top-down tile sets, and I came to the conclusion that all top-down tile sets are like a fake perspective. And I also I'm also planning to do some videos on the art side of things, like how to create the tiles. I've seen a bunch of videos on it on YouTube, but I'd like to add some to my series just because it kind of fits in with everything else. And also trying to come up with kind of my own way of doing things, like my own style and own methods for doing it to make them consistent. But I'm glad you like the videos. That makes me feel pretty good. Gonna try to get back into the videos stuff, the video work. Probably this week is my goal to at least um, get some of the next video down. I ran into some weird issues with my hardware failing, and then um, some weird issues with the project and breaking and stuff like that. So wasn't too good the last time I went in there. There was like some mistakes that were made, and I was like, oh, everything's a mess right now. So I kind of took a break from it for a while. But I'm feeling pretty good now, so I'll probably go back to that. What game engine are you using, Basil? Is it Basil? Basil? So let's see what's going on here. If facing.x is not 0 for s in sprites, oh right, because I'm looping through. Play right. Okay, so this is kind of cool. I'm using Unity. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, I do have a game that I'm working on in Unity also, which I also want to get back to. So I kind of did a little bit of sidetracking from working on my own games to work on those videos. I basically do cycles of this stuff. I rotate between working on my game projects and working on the videos. And I do have a Unity game that I also want to finish. And I want to finish this game. This game's like kind of 90% there, 80% there. The first 80% is done. Now I just need to do like the second 80%. But I really want to try Godot because Unity sucks now. Yeah. So what are your I know what I didn't like about Unity, or what I don't like about Unity. So what are some of the things that you don't like about Unity? Because I got a bunch, and I do appreciate a lot of the simplicity in Godot. I feel like Godot is a lot easier, especially if you're only doing 2D stuff. I haven't done any 3D in Godot or Unity yet, but it's a good discussion topic. So I think this idea that I had, or up. Yeah, this is interesting. Ooh. But update animation, that is the purpose of this function. I'm thinking, so this idea that I came up with just now, which I think is clever, but I don't know. Basically, my animated sprite. So there's a whole component, right, in Godot for an animated sprite. It's kind of like, what the heck's the thing called in Unity again? Animation controller? Or something like that. I forget what it's called. Very complicated thing, right? This is very simple. So you have this component, and then you can literally, like, you want to add frames to your animation, you can click from a sprite sheet. I can open the sprite sheet, and I can just like zoom in, and I can boom, boom, add all those frames. And I just like click and drag. Right? It's pretty simple, and it'll just plop them all in here. And then you can animation. Actually, wait. Maybe I can't edit the curves in this. Maybe that's the downside to using the animated sprite 2D. There is a separate thing that you can do for animations too, where you can create an animation on a timeline and like keyframe it and do your animation curves and stuff like that, like you do in Unity. But this one's way more simple, but maybe this is all linear. Maybe there's no way to put animation curves on this. I haven't really tried yet. Again, for this game, I'm just like going super, super simple. But you name all the states kind of like your animation state controller, I think it's called. Because it's a state machine. Animation state machine? Something like that. Unity's policy and changes are not the best, and I think Godot's being open source is the way. I also really appreciate the open source nature of Godot. That was one thing that pulled me to. Unity's animators, that's what they're called, are very complicated. Yeah. Yeah, no, they're super complicated. And like, for me, the thing that was starting to get on my nerves, it's gonna sound bad, but like compiling, it's just like I wasted so much time compiling because it compiles like every 2 seconds. You know, it compiles way too often. And with Godot, I can go back and forth between the editor and Godot, and look, there's no compiling happening. Right? And doing that with Unity is like every time you tab back, oh wait, I forgot something. You tab back in Unity, I gotta compile again. And then you can turn it off, and then you gotta remember to compile things. And it gets all weird. I do like the open source nature. I like Godot just feels simpler to me. And like that's I think it being simpler makes it more easy to get things done. It's like a way faster engine to work in, 100% faster engine to work in. Does that make it better? Right? That's still what I'm trying to figure out. There are still things I think I like better about Unity. I don't really know. But I also really like GD scripts, and that's coming from a guy who generally I prefer static typed languages that you have to compile. Unity loves to compile a lot. Yeah. It's just, and I also feel like Unity is really heavy, right? Like if I close Unity and I reopen the engine, it takes a really long time, even on top end hardware, for Unity to open and load up. And that's what I like about Godot. It just feels lighter and like faster in every way. Like the engine loads up faster. I'm using Vim to write the code. I'm not using. There's a built-in editor that you can use. I'm using Vim because I feel like the built-in editor doesn't really add too much value. Although it does have like code completion and stuff like that, which is nice. So let's see. So what I'm thinking is can attack. I hate. I hate adding all these flags. Like it's to the point where I probably should have like a state machine for this. It's just so hairy. I really slapped this thing together in not such a great way because I was still learning. Right, this is the first game I put together in Godot. My other game is like I've only done one game in both engines. But geez, okay, wait, hold on. Let me bookmark this. What is this? D for declarations, I guess. Say is attacking. Oh, I already have is attacking. Oh, duh. Duh. Okay, so then when I do update animation, we already have this flag. So in update animation, I'll just go here. Var and var animation equals right. I mean, I guess I could throw it in here, right? Right, if not is attacking, else attack right. I was just gonna append it, right? And do like this if is attacking animation attack. Right? There's some logic here that can be simplified, I believe. Facing x not equal to 0, so this does right and left. If facing y is not equal to 0, this does up and down. I see. Not my favorite, but my brain is off right now. So That's fine. I think that's the smallest change I can make right now. What is my error? Expected expression after else. Oh, because I put a colon where it was not needed. My only problem with the Godot is the GD script. I'm not really a programmer, and I kind of got used to C#. And Godot is really improving for 3D games. There's a good amount of 3D games made with Godot. Yeah, so I would say... So first off, so I am a programmer, so I'm a little bit biased. But as a programmer, I would say do not be afraid of learning other programming languages. Just don't even be afraid of it, because every language is going to have a different way to do the same thing, more or less. But different languages do different things better than other languages do. Better, I'm using the word better. I'm using the word better, right? But better is probably not the right way to say that, because what is better? So some languages do things more easily than others, right? And what I mean by that is, for example, I have to have something here that I can show you. Oh, probably in my import script. My import script's wild though. Entities, post, import. Let me open that script up here. Ew. Why did I do this? I don't like this at all. Oh, because I didn't know what I was doing. uh, I, yeah. Oh, that's so great. Why? It's always like you look at someone else's code and you're like, why would you do it this way? Why wouldn't you just blah, 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 right? And then there's usually you go to ask that person and they're like, I didn't know what I was doing. And that's literally why I did it this way. When I first started writing this, these were more special cases. So I did this using a switch case, basically. But what I was hoping to see was a dictionary, which I don't have. But I do have an array, right? So here's an example of an array in GD script. Constant, name and then brackets, and then it's just an array of strings. Yeah, I was hoping to show you something real good, and I just made a fool out of myself because I'm also very good at that. So, but yeah, so here's an array of strings. In Godot, it's very simple, right? Creating arrays, probably not that hard to do in C#, and creating like lists isn't that hard in C#. But where things do get hairy in C# is like, it's pretty much that. Like, that's a good example. When you want to use relatively simple data types like arrays and maps, dictionaries. I don't remember what they're called in C#. I think they're called maps. So GD script has dictionaries. I'm trying to think of where I use one. Oh, player manager probably has one. So if I go up here, we'll have more arrays. I have a dictionary of spawn players, but I created dynamically, so you can't really see it. But oh, here's a dictionary. Here's a dictionary. This is what I wanted to show you, right? So if you wanted to create a map or a dictionary in C#, you'd have to first declare it. I don't remember the syntax off the top of my head, so we're just going to Google it because I don't want to lie to you. C#. Create map, auto mapper, maps in C#. I get the impression they're not called maps. They're called dictionaries. Okay. Dictionary maps, basically the same thing. Hash map, or dictionary. Right. So let's look at an example, right? So you would say, oh, I forgot. You do have initializer lists in C#. You do have them. But you can see it's a bit more lengthy. Is this NeoVim? How did you set it up like this? Hey, what's up, Bitwin? I don't know. Yeah, that is NeoVim. And how did I set it up? That is a really loaded question because I'm not even sure how I set it up. I actually do I do want to break it down though, and I'm thinking to make a video on how I set it up. It's just that I kind of struggled a bit because I've had the same like Vim configuration for like 15 years now, and migrating it to NeoVim was a bit icky. So maybe we just create a new one from scratch one day on stream or something. But yeah, it was a little bit weird to get it set up. But what in particular are you asking about for NeoVim? And anyways, talking about the dictionaries, right? So you would say like, oh, you can use var. That's true too. C# has the var syntax. So you don't have to say dictionary mydict equals new dictionary and then put the types in the template brackets, angle brackets, and then say, then you can do this. What libraries used to make games, such as setting up windows and stuff? Setting up windows. Oh, okay. I'm using Godot game engine right now. But yeah, this is This is NeoVim. This actually, there's nothing really crazy going on here. This is NVim tree, and then this is just a vertical split. But it does have LSP set up with Godot, so I do have some code completion in here. Now, where was that thing? Is attacking. I think this will just work. So like, for example, if I go here and I, start typing something, you see how it's got like property method, it knows a little bit. And that's because I have it set up in Godot. Godot has a language server that you can set up. Oops, I have it in this tab here. Let's see if this works. My sound is a bit busted right now. I apologize. I don't know why. So that doesn't work at all. Why isn't that working? Let's go back here in sprites. Right, if not is attacking, else attack. Oh, you know why? I bet that's not working. Because no, we update animation after we set is attacking. Oh, but where do we set? Right. I gotcha. So what's happening is no, but so I'm running this from physics process, but would this not all happen in the same frame, meaning that is attacking should still be true until this frame is finished? I would think it's done. I would think that's it. Like I would think this is attacking still. Play right if or attack right, unless I goofed on the animation names. Wait, let's check for any output here. Nothing I should be concerned about. Attack right, that is the right name. Did I set this up? Let me set these masks up. Oof. Okay, yeah, I guess that's what happens when you do that. I click down here, new attack right, and then new attack down. And then attack down, and we go here. Oh geez, which one is attacking? I could not tell you. I am thinking about adding a new frame to the beginning of each one of these that says what the name of the animation is, so that I don't get completely lost. Maybe I should just do that. I was thinking about doing that. So still walk, walk up, walk down, attack right, attack up, attack down. Oh. So it's up that has the animation, not down. Well, that's one problem. So let's go here. I said attack down. So we're going to change down to up. Oops, attack up. Okay, so it's attack right, attack down, attack up. Yeah, that's attack. Well, that's attack right. Sorry. Oh, no, wait, that is right because I didn't do that yet. Attack right. And we set the frame rate. I forgot to do that last time. They were on totally different frame rates. I think I actually set this one to 15. We'll check after I put all the frames in. Don't know why my computer gets weird hiccups from time to time. Yeah, because that one is 3 frames. Yeah, that's attack up. I can actually tell. And that should be 12 FPS. And I just kind of confirm the frame rates 15 and 12. 15 and 12. Cool. Okay. So now I got to figure out why this isn't working. And then we're going to do right. Okay. Is attacking false? Do I set that flag off? Can attack false. I think that's the only place I set it. So what must be happening here is that it's not holding that value till the end of the frame. So what I'm going to do is just pass it into update animation. Which is weird because now we have 2 variables with almost the same name. Do I use that anywhere else? I don't. See, that's the thing. I don't use it anywhere else. And maybe the reason I don't use it anywhere else is because you can't use it. I don't know why. Like, I guess as soon as I let the button go, then the animation becomes invalid. Or is it that we do another physics update, but it was never printing true, right? Yeah, it never printed true. So I don't really know what that means. So let's try that and see if that works. Sometimes my keyboard just doesn't work. I don't know why. Is attacking false? Come on, dude. How is that possible? It is attacking attack. Right? And then we'll just filter out attacking. Wait, no way. I don't have to restart the game? The heck? It's also going to be really difficult to do like this. Oh, I have an idea. Pop this in a split. Doesn't seem to like doing that, by the way. There we go. Probably put it on the bottom though. This way I can see the logs. Oh, I'm a dummy. Okay. That makes sense. There's nothing wrong with this flag. The problem that I'm having. So actually, wait, hold on. So it probably does work. But watch this. It's going to be dumb. That's the answer. That's it. So if I go back here, probably remove this. Is attacking. Go back to using this. Update animation. Can go back to not doing that anymore. Yep. Okay, so the reason it wasn't working is because I forgot at the very beginning of this animation function, I'm checking facing. But why? It basically is it's only input direction. That's why. It's using input direction dot snapped. And the problem is if there's no input direction, then facing doesn't get updated. It's kind of a bug in the way I'm checking where we're facing. Because facing should always be the direction that we're facing. So I think what I should do is something like this. Why why did I make that so complicated? There we go. That probably reads a little bit easier. What's the warning here? Oh. Okay. There. New direction, we'll call it. Yeah, so we'll call that new direction. And then when I go back to my game, oh. I don't know why that happens. Oh, I do know why that happens because this checks the velocity to check whether or not we should flip it. I got ya. And because velocity 0, it unflips it. What's it called? Flip H? Yeah. Maybe I should flip H back here. Instead. Oh, it's gotta flip all of them. Son of a gun. But that would work. Um, okay, so I just had an array somewhere. Okay, that's fair. For essence sprites, that's fine. That's fine for now. Son of a gun. Why though? It's literally the same logic. Oh, my bad. I actually might not even need this here. Yeah, I don't think I need this here. Yeah, that's right. I probably don't even need that there. My problem was I was checking greater than, not realizing that it goes negative. What? Really? It is flipping. It's just going back. Or maybe that's... Oh, because it still checks velocity. Yeah. But that only happens if it's not equal to 0. Maybe instead of velocity, use spacing for this. Yeah. Okay. Nice. That's actually really cool. That's actually super cool. Oh my god. That's actually really cool. I think the frames are getting interrupted. But that's okay. I'm not trying to make it perfect right now. Okay. So that changed the way that facing is updated. And now facing actually represents what it is. So that's kind of a bug fix. It was working before because we weren't relying on it for everything. But that's it basically. Okay. That's cool. Oh, and then wait, we didn't test. Oh. Oh, because that's still using velocity. Oh, and we didn't put the code in. So two things. One, that's checking velocity in two places. Ah, and that's where this gets a little bit more confusing. So var direction equals this. That's a better name for it instead of animation. And then we'll say direction if is attacking, if else attack plus direction. Okay, so the animations actually feel pretty good in the game. The other thing we want to check is we want to make sure the skinning works. And the skinning works great. Okay. So let's go commit that. So what do we need for that? We need these new sprites that are updated. Let me do this. Add basic animations. Okay, then we go player elf. Add attack animations. That's on the asset. Oh, sorry. That should be assets. Right, and now we'll add it to the game. So characters and base player. And then I'm going to want to do a little bit more custom tweaking on this. We're going to discard that. Whoa, 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 whoa. I don't know what happened. I hit the Y key, think it was going to do something. I don't know what happened there. Let's do line by line. Yeah, we want to get rid of those. We want that. And we want to discard that and add those two. We want to add that and that. And think that's everything we want to add. This is a cool thing for NeoVim also, in my opinion, by the way. This is lazy git player elf add attack animations in game. Use use facing to and affix. Use facing to determine facing direction. State accordingly. Right and right. These levels keep getting updated and I don't know why. I need to figure that out. Okay, cool. So the next thing we're going to do is if we don't have velocity, right? There's got to be a better way to do this. So what I'm imagining in my head is that we, in the animation, animated sprite for our animations, we give our animations, I'll rename these, and they'll take the form of action space direction. And then we'll create our string dynamically at runtime to say action concatenate direction. And so it'll say, you know, attack right, move right, or face right. And face would be like stand right. But, you know, standing right sounds weird grammatically. So we'll just say face right for standing still. And I think that's a cool change to make. So let's go in here and make that change. Move down, move right, move up. And we'll do the same thing here. Move down, move up, move right. And then we'll change this to say var action equals attack if is attacking, else. Actually, is that true? This is gonna get hairy, actually. Let's say var action. I could do this at the top, actually. By the way, var action string, and we can say if is attacking, action equals attack, else action equals move if velocity is greater than vector 2.0. Not greater, but not equal to vector 2.0. Else face. That'll give us our action. It's not used, we know. And then here, we'll replace this with direction. So we'll say this will be action plus right, because we don't have a left. And then here we have direction, and then we'll say action plus space plus direction. Oh, that's actually something I'd never considered. Just do, whoops, action plus direction. I'll just go here. Action plus equals space. There's definitely a better way to do this. Yeah, there is a better way to do this. Let's do the format string, because this is just too weird. How do you do that again? Let's go look at the help file. String. There is a way. J does that. And then what's this button? Control Shift F11. What is this keyboard shortcut? There's a dot format. That's Node 2D. I don't know if I'm getting mixed up with Python now, but this is kind of what I want to do. But let me see if that's right. I'm just going to Google it. GD script interpolated string. There's the format method, which allows embedding variables using placeholders like variable name or blah, blah, blah. However, GD script does not currently support Python-style F strings for direct string interpolation. Users have expressed that the current format method can become verbose when dealing with multiple variables, especially in complex strings. Okay, so you do this and then you pass a dictionary. I'm gonna do that. Actually, what I can do here, I see. I can move the play to the bottom and I can declare a direction up here. Then I have to add a third loop. I'm not gonna do that. I mean, it's only 2 objects is iterating, so it doesn't really. It's still basically constant time because we know that it's a fixed number of iterations that it's doing every single time. Technically, it's still order n. We're just doing order n 3 times, right? Order n, it's 2 every time, so we know. But I don't know. Yeah, it is gonna look hairy, so I am gonna do that. Direction equals right, and then this can do the flipping for us. That's fine. Attack direction, that's fine. That's fine. And then here we'll just say play action. I'll just do AD. So we're only using it in one spot here, so I think it's okay to abbreviate it. And I put a comma, but it should actually be .format. Or play. Can I say action? Sorry. That probably looks the cleanest. Play. Oh yeah, you're right, because I forgot. This is supposed to be for S and sprites. S dot play? Yeah. What's the error here? Stir. Oh, okay. String. This. Okay. Yeah, that's fine, because it comes to the bottom anyways. And then I gotta go here. Remember that really long shortcut key, right? And then that's fine. And we pull that back up. And then we're gonna create more states in our animation, more animations in here. Face, right, face up, face down. This is face down, so we're gonna go here. Chong, 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 chong. Face down. Is this one? Face right. Is this one? Face up. Is this one? Cool. We're gonna do the same thing here. Face down. Face right. Face up. Face down. Godot really hates my window manager, like a lot. Face down. Face up. No, face right. This is alphabetical, yeah? Yeah. And face up. Okay. Let's see how that works. Oh. Right. We made a mistake. We forgot to put the... For these, we used the red one by mistake. Which is probably why they looked really tiny when I opened them. Oh, these also look really tiny still. Okay, well, face down. Face right. Nope. Just the frame I want to delete. Face up. Okay. He gets stuck in the walking animation. I think because I don't have an attack down animation. Okay. This was supposed to be an art stream and somehow it turns into a game dev stream. That's okay, because I wanted to plug the artwork that I did into the game. What time is it? Okay. attack down, I need to animate something for attack down. So it does work, right? We were just trying to test to see if it works, and it turns out it does work. So let me go back here and commit these changes. A-sprite. I don't think I changed anything in the A-sprite file, actually. So here I added the still frames. Player. I called it elf, but it's actually base is what it should say. I'll go and edit the other ones. Player base. Add facing animations. Add facing animations back for non-moving frames. To stand still. For standing still. Facing animations back for standing still. Add standing animations back in for standing still. And then let's go here and just clean up these names. Elf, it's not really elf. I mean, it is elf, but it's base. That's where I actually did it. Player base. And then this is player base. The asset is the elf asset, but I did this work on the base thing. Okay, that's cool. Let's push this. Good. Reload from disk. Actually, that's kind of scary. Why did I have to reload from disk? Okay. Now we can go back to animating. So we have attack right, down, up. I just realized pre-roll ads are back on, which means we're going to take a 3-minute break. I'm going to get up, stretch. I'm going to play a Twitch ad, and we'll be back in 3 minutes. So get up, stretch, whatever you got to do. Get a drink, go to the bathroom. We'll be right back. Hmm. Okay. I'm back. Let's figure out how we're going to animate this going downwards now. Is this the same? So a question here. Is this the same as this? Not quite. We could change it though. Maybe the thing to do is over here. Oh, we can cheat. I have an idea. We can cheat. So what we're going to do is we're going to paste this over here. I need to make it line up though, at the very least. So let's go here. You see? Oh. Hmm. Maybe it is the same. Maybe I lied, you guys. Let me go here. Oh, wait. It's supposed to be on top, though. Oh, right. Because it kind of didn't make sense. Okay. Like, it should be like this, basically. Like, it should look like that, right? Because you should... kind of, what would it actually look like? Hold on. Let's use our brains here. If you're holding a bow and arrow, you'd have one arm under it and one arm over it. So it's not like you'd be able to see the entire bow, but you'd be able to see one of his arms on top of it. So my down, that probably screws up my whole down animation. Oh gosh. Right? So wherever his arm is, his arm would come over it. Right? You'd have like, hey, there's an arm here. So you'd have like arm. Okay, what layer am I drawing on? Why can't I draw? Oh, it's locked. And then we would probably kind of want to actually rotate this whole thing. That doesn't really work very well, rotating. Maybe I need to draw. Maybe I just need to draw differently. That's fine. In other words, when he's attacking, he's going to hold the bow differently than when he's running. And kind of makes sense. Okay. So we're going to get creative here. I mean, not that we haven't been getting creative the whole night, but, you know. Something kind of like that, right? And this thing is only one tile anyway. Something kind of like that, outlined in this lovely gray color. Thing I don't like about this is the slope from here to here is not wonderful. Let me actually fix that before I go ahead with the rest of this. Can I make this straight? What would it take for me to make this a straight line? Or, that's too ugly. So is that. And maybe we can kind of cheat it a little bit like this. And then what I need to do is draw the arm over it. Weapon above. Hero above. Oh, it's dumb, but I don't. I just don't want to. I want to be lazy and just draw what I need to draw. You know. Oh. uh. I don't even know how we're gonna pull this back. I have no idea how we're gonna pull this back right now. I mean, I cheated with the attack up, right? And I did it in 3 frames. Maybe I just do the same thing with this. And we're gonna give it a shot with this style. And if it doesn't work somehow, actually, this wouldn't be the first frame. The first frame would be something like, what does this look like? Kind of him going like this. Dude, he's jamming on the guitar. Okay, so hold on. So we had this first, and then we had his arm come up. So we maybe have this first, then his arm comes up. Oh, I accidentally have some pixels over here, don't I? Oh, maybe not. Wait, what is this pixel actually even from? Why is that there? Gonna get rid of those pixels on this layer. I'm gonna leave drawing the arm to the layer above it. Oh, I see why that's there now. Hmm. Then this one's gonna reach back, probably behind his head. You could probably even just use that. Then we're going to have a very similar frame over here. Maybe. Does it make sense? What did I do on the right one? I mean, it could bring it back to this one. And then we bring the arm back each time. Actually, wait, that makes no sense. Yeah. Kind of does just slide back because his elbow is bent. Then this would have to be like this somehow. Also don't understand why this pixel's red here, and when I just moved it, it became not red. And then maybe one more where it's back again. Hmm. Problem is, I think this frame is out of place. Let me just see. Yeah, and then maybe this frame gets deleted. It's totally different from the other one that I have, right? Oh, his arm disappeared in one of these. Oh, because I meant to delete this whole frame and I deleted just the cell. It kind of works. And then in this frame, I would just have to go to the weapon and move all of these back. Let me grab where the hand is. Make sure that comes back. None of this makes any sense. None of this makes any sense. It kind of works. What I think makes a little bit no sense. I think this needs to start here. Oh, and that's long because we had 2 of these frames. We can delete one of those. Yeah, that looks pretty darn good, actually. I don't even need this. Let's try putting it in at the end and see what it looks like before I delete it. Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. Let's just delete it. Only thing that doesn't make sense, the projectile is going to come from here. Yeah. I can make an alternate attack down method and try to do, because my down animation looks like this, right? I don't know. Let's try it. Let's try it real quick. We're going to run it. See what that looks like. That's a very, very useful feature. I'm so happy I found out about that. And then I'll take this and do my color replacing technique. Nope, not tag. R. Why is... Oh, Shift R, not Alt R. This will go to... Oh, I forgot I could just type it in. I don't know why it doesn't work sometimes. Yeah, I don't know why sometimes it doesn't work. Oh, I do know why it doesn't work. Because Hero Mask is invisible. Can't work on an invisible layer. There we go. Oops. Oh, apply. Oh, that's funny. Oh, so I can just... Son of a gun. Wait, sorry. I can go like this. I can hit apply. Then I can go like this. And hit apply. Oh my god. Oh my god. That is game changing, you guys. I know that sounds stupid, but oh my gosh. Like if you're doing a lot of color replacements at the same time, that's actually incredibly useful. Oh, and then hero mask. We need a hero mask above. This just gets more complicated as I add more layers, man. And so we can do that same pattern here. And since that's visible, I can just go like this. I can say this. We're going to delete those lines. apply, then I can say, hey, this red, we're going to make the red into white. Hit apply. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh, but the problem with this, right, so when I do my export, I see what the problem is with this. When I do my export, usually what I'll do is I'll export hero mask just by itself. Now I can't do that. Right? So, so what do? I can take this and I can merge this back into my hero, and then I can just simply delete the pixels on the weapon. That's probably the cleaner way to do it, right? Yeah. So that's fine. So we'll take this hero above, I'll pull this down to here, and we'll just merge this down. And now we have some surgery to do over here, but luckily it's only on one frame. I guess that one stays. And I guess that one stays. Yeah, that's not terrible. That's not a terrible amount of work, right? And then we'll go here, and we'll just delete all those, and we'll do that all over again. So grab that, and then I'll do my color replace. Grab my red, make it into white. Apply, grab my border of black and make it invisible. Oh no. I screwed up. I guess you do have to select it again a second time. And save it. Cool. Now we can go here, export sprite sheets. Yep, and now I'm hero mask. I don't have to do anything different. there's my attack down. We can just replace that one and then export sprite sheets. Oh. Export sprite sheet. Now we can use visible layers and delete the mask part. And I think that should be fine. Oh, then I do have to go here, and for attack down, we have to add. Oh, I don't even have attack down. Right, that's why I was doing this whole thing. Duh. Yeah, I don't know why. Oh, I guess because it's a new file, the file changed. I guess I do know why. It says at 12 FPS. Let's preview that here. Not that I'm going to be able to tell the difference. All right, then I'm going to go here. Oops. Whoops. Cock-a, dude. Back down. Oh. I'm like botting out here. Here we go. Okay. I don't know why this happens sometimes. Actually, doesn't look that bad. It actually feels so much better. I only added these motion lines on the side profile one. Right, the weird sprite thing I did was for the pickups. I remember now. I was thinking I did this weird sprite thing the other day with the characters, but it was actually the pickups I did it for. Hmm. Oh, whatever. It is what it is. Oh, the weird thing he has, his foot disappears. Yeah, so we'll tweak it a little bit. That's good though, it just works. So we're gonna tweak this a little bit. Basically on all these frames, we're gonna want his foot to be down. And like this, I guess. It doesn't update every single frame though, does it? Nope. So what I want to do, oh, that's what I wanted to do. We can kind of connect this, I guess. Doesn't have to be. Completely disjointed because this layer, oh, I see, kind of gets hidden. Okay, that's pretty good. Have to redo the hero mask, but that's fine. One of these looked weird on the mask layer, maybe. Oh, probably because there were pixels missing over here, maybe? I don't know. But any case, Gonna redo this, and I think I have to reselect this, right? Yeah, because it's not. Oh, your mask is not visible. Oh, that does do everything, so I don't have to reselect it. There we go. Sick. Okay. That problem is solved. Next problem. Problem? Not really a problem, but let's add some swooshy swoosh motions here. I think I just used this color when I did this. I think that's the only one you'd be able to see anything. Because this would be behind his head. Oh, what is going on with the bow here? Oh, maybe that's what I was seeing that looked kind of weird. Yeah, that has to come back. There we go. This could maybe also have some swishies. This is so hard to read, though. What's going on here? Let's put on the grid. That'll help me. Okay. Well, it's over here. I'm on the wrong layer. Okay. That's decent. Okay, and then we'll export these again. First we do this one. Then we export again. Bright mask. Using just the hero mask. I guess the thing, if I wanted to do two separate layers, I guess then I would have to go into automation. All right, using the CLI here. So what do we have? Include just the given layer or import layer. So I think selects just one layer, hides all other layers, affects sheet and save as options. The sheet option. You might be able to. I don't know exactly, but you might be able to specify layer multiple times. Oh, you can specify multiple layers and or groups. Showing only hat layer, which is the child of the head group, and gloves layer, which is a child of the body group. So this is how you would do it. If you wanted to keep the multiple layers like I suggested, because I don't think you can do that from here. I don't think you can do multiple layers. Yeah, no, you can only, it's a drop down. You can only pick one, right? But on the command line, you can pick multiple different layers. So that's how you would do that if you wanted to keep it the way that I had it before as a separate layer. I think this is fine. I think this is simpler having fewer layers like this. All right. Also, I wanted to check on my order here. Pre-rolls are off for another 20 minutes. My knee is hurting. Why does my knee hurt? Hmm. Sorry, I got distracted. Where's my actual information here that I'm checking on? Oh, okay. So it's not even sent out yet. That's fine. But it is today. Yeah. Now, the other question that comes out of all this is, okay, we did all this work today for one character. What happens when we play a different character? I think it's gonna Oh, it actually handles it pretty nicely. It falls back to the previous behavior. Oh, with the exception that the animations I have in here are not right. It only knows left and right. How come? Well, whatever. So let's go here. Elf A sprite. So this will be assets. Elf. Add down attack. And then we'll add it here. Into here. Sorry, scenes, player. And then we'll say player base. Add down attack. Oh, the other thing that I screwed up here is I'm missing a colon on this one. That's fine. I love being able to just clobber the history, not worry about the risks. Okay. That's pretty darn good. And then the problem here is we have other characters. We have elf. Now we got to do it 4 more times. Huntress. So where's our Huntress? Sprite animations. But we could rename these and that would probably fix a lot of things, right? Let's just see. Face down. Face right. Face up. And let's try playing as the Huntress and seeing if she still runs into those issues. Oh. Kind of, because we didn't update the color mask. But that's how you would fix it. Alright. A lot of weird shit just now. Face down, face right, face up. I don't know why her shit's updating. Oh, because she has no move animation. So it doesn't actually fix anything. So I was thinking if it fixed it, then we would just leave it like that for now. But it doesn't fix anything. So what we're going to do is we're going to say, hey, things will be broken until we create all the animations. So I picked Huntress. I guess alphabetically she's next. So, okay. Elf, you're done. Congratulations. This is the original file. Oof. And then Wiz. The color is different, or is it my imagination? Wiz, Reap, Huntress. So we're gonna do Huntress next. Oh, the weapon is on a different layer. I see. So what if I just copy? Oh, I see. Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do. Wait, why? That's weird. Hmm. Okay, I'm gonna make it the same size. I'm gonna start to copy this shit. That did not work. Whatever, I'll just remake it. I'm trying to think how I can use this. Like I could do save as maybe and say characters and we'll just save it as. Okay, why is nothing in here? Oh, because this is not the source. Characters. Huntress. And then what we're going to do is go here, delete everything else. And let me open the other one as a reference here. Stills, I called it. Stills, walk up, walk down. Try to keep it like consistent, you know? That's the mask. Oh, yeah. Oh, I see what I did here. Okay, well, whatever. We can recreate those masks pretty easily. So we're going to have a hero. Hero, weapon below. Weapon, projectile. Projectile I don't need here, I don't think. Wait, am I even using this layer? Oh, it is on the hero layer. Projectile. I didn't do the projectile. But we didn't animate projectiles yet. We should probably animate those too. Right? But in any case. And what we have to do here, projectile, is break this down into separate frames. So my elf has stills. What is it? Right, up, down. Right, up, down, which maybe should be down, right, up. Right? Because that seems to be the order of things. But whatever. I have it right, up, down. That's the same order it is here. So right, up, down. Copy it 3 times. So this is right, so we'll keep that one. Don't know what's going on down here, actually. We can go here and delete that on all frames. We're going to delete this projectile layer. And this is the right. This one is going to be, actually what will make my life easier is to make this a 16 by 16 grid again. Right, and then take this. Why isn't it moving this? Wait a second. I think I figured out what that does. Transform. No, wait, hold on. But that was working before. Oh, that's why. Because it doesn't do anything until you... That's why. Let me do this. I was getting all sorts of confused. Actually, wait, hold on. Do it the other way. Because the edge of this axe goes all the way to the edge here. So that's right, that's up. And then we're going to do down next. Cool. Then we're going to crop this to 16 by 16 again in the top left corner. Ta-da. And we can change the grid to 4 by 4. So those are our stills, and we'll start with our right animation first. I don't want that tag to be here. There we go. Walk right. Gonna hide the weapon for now so we can forget about it. Oh, but she's holding the weapon. That's why her arms look so funky. So she might just bob up and down, quite simply. Like her arms maybe don't need to move. Maybe her chest could swing side to side like this as she's holding her axe. So maybe we can move this like left and right slightly. So this is our contact pose. Then we have our down pose, which is probably going to be, probably want to start by moving this down. Contact down. Probably move the axe down one. Contact down, and in this one, when I went my contact down, yeah, my down, I brought his feet closer. We cheated a little bit to reduce the number of frames, maybe. Also, her foot's facing the wrong direction. It should be like that. Which gives me the same shape. Oh, that's good. So maybe it's fine the way it was, actually. Oh, because this foot didn't come in at all. But then it would look like this. Contact down. That's too much like passing, right? But no, passing, I had them lined up perfectly. Mm. Mm-hmm. Oh, it does look weird. It does look weird. Do-do-do-do-do. But I do want to bring this in, but if I do this, yeah. Down passing. Comes back up. Oh, I don't have enough for an up. This one doesn't have enough space for an up. Because her height, she hits the ceiling on the first one, must be why, right? She does. So I might want to make her shorter from the get-go. Oh, I see why I did that. Oh, my pre-roll ads are on. We're going to take a break here. Get up, stretch, do your water. We'll be back in 3 minutes. All right. Hmm. So how are we going to fix this situation? Basically, if we lower this down, what happens is she loses some definition in her leg here. Unless I go like that. I guess that kind of keeps it. That kind of maintains, there's kind of like this skirt motif. And then actually kind of works, maybe. And that's contact, that's down. So then down, we go lower, even lower. Yeah, so we have two spaces here. And then passing. Passing goes up, but she might only look like she has one leg. Got Christmas tree status here. I mean, maybe that's fine. This is like really low. Oh my god, it looks pretty good. It actually looks really good. I actually kind of feel like I can get away with just these three. I think I can get away with just these three. Contact, down, passing. There's no up though. I could add an up. Oops. We can add an up. So an up is going to be more like this. Probably. And just be up higher. That was the whole reason we shrunk her in the first place. What did her foot look like originally? Oh, that was like an L before. There's a lot of black over here. But hey, that actually looks pretty darn good. That looks really good. What? Yo, I'm insane at these incredibly lo-fi animations right now. And the weapon hopping up and down was actually kind of a mistake. But I feel like this jitteriness of the weapon not moving at the exact same time, I feel like it kind of adds to the feel of it. That's actually really good. Okay, so that's my walking right animation. And then after that, boop, go to this. Oh, so maybe this. Oops, maybe this one I need to move the weapon up one. Just so it loops better into this. Yeah, that doesn't look so bad. Now it just makes it look like she puts her foot down. That's actually so freaking cool. Okay, walk right. Then we're going to do up. Is that what we did? Right, up, down. That's right. And then we're going to do up next. And now we got to make this move somehow. New tag, walk up. Wait, is this not? It's just not updated. Okay, cool. So we're going to walk up. So how do we walk up? How do we walk up? Oh, yeah. So we're going to have our contact. So walk right. So that's good. We already have this 1 pixel space reserved for our up, which is good. So we're going to have contact pose, contact. One leg's going to be forward. We'll start with the right leg. It's kind of janky, but that's okay. Maybe like that's a fine. So contact, then down is going to move. Move the body down. How are we going to do this? Maybe like that. Just kind of squish her proportions a bit. And then when I did Elfie, what did I do for my walk up? Oh, that's exactly what I did. I just crushed him. Crush, crush. And then down, contact, down, passing. And I think for Elf's passing, I just put his foot down. Yeah, and then we put the other foot up. It's a little bit weird. It's not great, but let's just see what it looks like. Sometimes when you don't know what to do, just do something, right? And then I don't know, see what it looks like. Contact, down, passing. Oh, right, but passing should be up. Sorry, I reversed these colors by mistake. I did it again. Oh, wow. Look at the taper on her waist, man. Oh, that was the OG up. Wasn't that far off from what I had. Okay. But it tapers down to a single pixel for the waist. Oh, I see. Her body can be up, but her skirt can be down. Or kilty thing, whatever it is. I'm going to just call it a skirt. I could have just copied that. Yep. I could have just copied that. I was trying to make it look more like that, not exactly like that, but then I just made it look exactly like that. That's fine, I guess. She's dancing. So contact down, passing up. Up goes up again. Figure out how to reconcile this situation here. And then I think I cheated my up and I put a contact down, passing up. Yeah, my up is left foot goes forward. Oh, but if this foot goes up, then that kind of distorts this whole thing here. Maybe that's fine. What do his feet look like? Yeah, his feet look kind of like that. Contact, down, passing up, times 2. Yeah, it creates the same goofiness that the other characters have, so it's probably good. Okay, now I just need to move the weapon. Contact, down, passing. Now, how did I do it here? I did it by mistake here. Okay, so what I actually did was like that. And I just keep it down for 2 frames and then come up. Keep it down for 2 frames and then come up. Okay. Okay, I like it. Cool. So up, right, up, and then down. Oof. Okay, that's down. Presumably this is going to be my passing frame, but I can just copy it back later. Okay. Now, one problem with this is we're going to need space on top. for an up. So we'll put her in the middle here. Right? And then we'll have contact. Skirty thing doesn't really translate here. Whoops. Maybe like that. I go like that, but that makes things really wild. We got contact. Oh. We don't have contact yet. This could maybe, I don't know, be smaller. Oh, but then it would be like that. Maybe the big foot isn't so bad. Whatever. There's going to be a weapon in the way, so maybe it'll look good. We'll try it out and see. So contact down. Don't know how down's going to happen. She gets a little... She gets a little bit like an accordion over here. Okay, that's fine. Contact down. Then we're going to have passing. I have to move the feet. No, the feet don't move here. Right? Yeah, that's what I did for the other two. Oh, well, actually, this one, the feet did move contact down. Right, but for the up and down, they don't. Right? Is that what I did for down also? Yeah. Down. Contact down. Passing. And so I guess passing, we pull the foot up. We pull the rest of the body up. Oh, but that stays down there. Right, because these 2 pixels are uncovered, so... Oh, that's interesting. So this pixel's not needed. Contact, down, passing, up. Whoops, forgot to tag this. Contact, down, passing, up. Then we have to repeat everything. Oh, I see what happened there. Like the frames, not the cells. And flip it. Hmm. Hmm. Okay. Animations are so dumb, but it's fine. It's fine. It's good for a rough draft. At least I have something. And then I have to add the hero mask, which is very simple. I can do them all at once. Oh my goodness, look at this power. And we're going to take red. It's going to become white. Or white. I don't know if I put too many F's there. I think that's enough F's. And then we're going to go take my black and we're going to erase that part. Cool. Might run into a problem because the weapon covers the entire sprite. So for all of these ones that have a weapon on the top, I'm going to have to go like this and like select this, delete, like this, delete, like this, delete. I don't know of a fancy way to do that, unfortunately, but it is what it is. And then I got to do the same thing here. Oh, that's not so bad. I hit the right arrow key, I hit control click, I hit delete, right arrow key, control click, delete. So I don't actually have to move my mouse around too much. Okay, so let's hit Control E to export this. Oh, visible layers because I have this on. Control E exports. This will be Huntress Sprite. Is this called Sprite or Sprites? I don't remember. I'm gonna put assets, characters, and Sprite. Yep. Sprite, and we're gonna do again, Control E, layers, hero mask, Sprite mask. Gotta spell it right, ideally. And then we done. And then the only thing we got to do here now is pop them into the game. Right? So we'll go here. So we have all the facing ones. So now we're going to do move down. Oops. Move right. You know, they used underscores and I didn't. Maybe underscores are probably a more acceptable way to do this, but it does work, so whatever. Move down, right, up. This is on my animated sprite 2D, so we're gonna go Huntress sprite. We're gonna zoom in. I'm gonna auto slice. Well, auto slice, you're wrong. I don't know. Oh, because those two are touching, so you thought it was one. That's fair. I'm gonna go do 16. And I already forgot which one we're doing. Move down. So, if I recall, down is the last one I did. Down, we can do this at 12 FPS. Yeah, that's more or less what it looks like. Then we're gonna do right, whatever her name is, Huntress. That looks pretty good. 12 FPS. And then move up, Huntress. That's the move up. Again, 12, not 512 FPS, but 12 FPS. Lovely. Let's go to the color mask and add those in. Move down. Move right. Move up. Should have the same problem. No, nope. You were smarter. Oh, because the weapon's not there, so it doesn't connect them. So we're doing down. 12 FPS. Down. We're going to do right. Again at 12 FPS. And we're going to do up at 12 FPS. And let's test it. She doesn't have an attack animation yet. Looks great. So let's go to version control. So we have my characters, my Huntress Ace sprite we're going to add in for the assets. I think that's the only change we need for that. Assets, Huntress, add Huntress with basic, with movement, animations, Ace sprite file. Alright, and then in characters. Oh, sorry, right. Then in scene, then in assets characters, we're gonna add that here. And then we're gonna go in player Huntress here. And we're gonna say player Huntress add movement animations. Cool. How am my facing animation still working? The heck is it pulling? Oh, it's pulling those from the old file. That's why. That's funny. I guess if it ain't broke, we just fix it later if we run into issues. So that's Huntress. We need a Huntress attack animation now, and then we need to do that in 3 different directions. That's a lot of work. So how did I start Elfie's attack, right? I started it from this, which is kind of like his walk right animation. I never really removed this little thing jutting out from him. I think it looks fine, I guess. I guess it looks fine is why. Attack right. Um, maybe I can make a 2-frame animation for her attack. So we'll do attack right. We'll start with this frame. Add a new tag, attack right. And for the attack, what we're really probably going to be working on a lot with here is this axe. And this is going to suck because I'm going to have to rotate this. And this is going to get all kinds of garbled. I can't really rotate it. I think I have to manually rotate that. So this is where it is now. Ideally, it would be higher, right? So how would I do this higher? My gosh, this is going to be so hard. Trying to look at the grid, see where it is now, trying to figure out where I want to put things. So this is a straight 1-to-1 line, but that might have to come up a little bit more. And how do we do that? So maybe, should I just delete this for now and then outline it again after? That might be an easy way to do it. And then maybe just change the slope of this line. Like that. And then I don't know how I'm going to move this thing. Or maybe I keep this exactly the same. Does that even work? Kinda. Oh, I used a different outline algorithm now, I think. Yeah, there it is. Technically, this should also rotate slightly. I'm trying to find the method to do this nicely though, right? So this is the shape before. Right. And then what we're probably going to want to do is keep this pattern like this. And then kind of slightly rotate this. So it's this kind of shape. How do we rotate that? That just reverses it. That doesn't really, right, rotate anything. We want to keep this triangular shape here, which means kind of like, that's the same exact shape. uh, it's tough, man. It's tough. That's why that's probably like whatever this is doing is probably right. It just looks like garbage, right? Whatever this algorithm's doing is probably right. It just doesn't look good, dude. It doesn't look good at all. Or maybe that's what I do. I just take these and I just kind of squish them together. That doesn't look right. Like that's definitely not right, but maybe it'll look good. I mean, it actually doesn't look terrible, right? I did keep it the same shape exactly, but I added some junk in between, so it's not so obvious. Oh, maybe I reverse it and then it's like a gun and then it's like a recoil. Right? It's kind of lazy, but maybe it just looks okay. I don't know. Bum, 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 bum. And then maybe a third one where it does the opposite, where it becomes more straight. So let's go here. Um, and so what would that look like? Maybe more like this. Hmm, maybe. And then maybe here she would actually come up a little bit in anticipation of this swing. Is there like a shortcut key to lock the layer that I'm hitting that I don't know about? Or maybe I keep her up here. For the 2 frames. You know, the original Gauntlet didn't have attack animations. They had movement animations, but they didn't have attack animations. That's kind of what's different from what I'm doing, from what they were doing. One item was unavailable. No, I don't have any onions. Okay, we'll go to the store tomorrow, get a couple onions. That's fine. Oh yeah, you they call it effect above. We add some motion lines here. It kind of doesn't make sense that it's still here in the last frame. So maybe this could be like this. And it's gone. And now it looks like she got no arms. So I gotta put her arm somewhere. I don't know. It's not a good animation, but it's an animation. Oopie. That didn't work because I accidentally put this on the wrong layer, but that's easy to fix. That doesn't fix the problem. I think that does. Yeah. Let's fix this first. Do you have to go back up at the end? Maybe. Nope. Why does that look like white? That is white. That shouldn't be right. Wait, how did that happen? Oh, because I clicked on the wrong layer. There's only two places it should be. Perfect. Exports. Oh. Export the mask with mask. Oh, there's only one attack animation. Yeah, that's fine. We can test just the one attack animation. Visible layers. No mask. Let's pull in one attack animation. Probably better to test each one as we go along to get some early feedback to see if there's something we could have done better in the different ones, right? Attack down. Attack right. Oh, wait. Yes, but I'm only adding attack right now because it's the only one I have. What does this button do? Oh, the opposite of what I wanted. Oh, I can use the mouse wheel. Thank God. Control and mouse wheel, guys. Use it if you got one. Like, there's got to be a better way to do that. What? My sound fixed itself. Oh. I didn't delete all the things. Delete. Actually, I also have to do this. Oh, yeah, and I also have to have the layer visible, so I actually didn't do anything just now. Oh, that works, so I can control shift. Control click, control shift click, add this one, control click, delete. Cool. And then we do hero mask, dash mask. Then we go back here. Oh, all the frames are updated as they should be. Lovely. I picked the wrong character. I think she has the wrong default animation, and that's why. Something not right with it still. Or the animation's bugging out. My order's coming soon. We got 1 minute. Oh, that's why this looks weird. Because the default animation is set weird. Set the default to down? I don't know what the default should be. We should probably do this programmatically though. It shouldn't be done through the editor like that. I'm slightly doubtful that it actually updated those frames. I mean, it does look like all the pieces are missing though, right? I can just re-add them anyways. Oh, 120 FPS. That's why. Nice. That'll make a huge difference. Sick. That's awesome. So that's one attack animation down. 2 more to go. I'm exhausted though. I think I need a break. So I think what I'm actually going to do is commit that even though it's not fully finished. Let's go here. My characters, assets, huntress, add attack right animation. Then we're gonna come here and pull it into the game. Oh, and this, yeah, we'll fix that in a sec. Player, huntress, add attack right animation. And then this, we changed the default one, right? Yeah, animation to face down. So we should actually pop this in wherever I added elf stuff. Add attack down. Yeah, face down. That's kind of a bug. I'll put it in as a separate commit. That's fine. Player, elf fix set default animation to face down fix. Now fix don't show attack animation by default. Okay, easy. And we push these 5 more commits. Lovely. I don't know what changed here. So I'm just gonna do assets, elf, add unknown a sprite changes. Maybe drop this. Very cool. I need a break is what I need. So I'm gonna go take a break. We did a lot here though. How long have I been on? 4 hours? That's a lot. We did a lot of animating in the last 4 hours. Where's my thing here? Yeah. Right? Very cool. Very, very cool. I'm gonna take a break. What time is it? It's 10. Yeah, I'm done for the night, guys. I was gonna take a break and come back, but I gotta go to bed when I'm done. So that's what I'm gonna do. Make a sense? Yeah, I think so. I think so. Why does the number of whispers I have on Twitch increase? Oh, I see. Probably all these accounts are banned. Whatever. Anyways, I'm done, guys. We'll be back tomorrow doing more of these animations, which seem to be making a huge difference. And then I guess I need to work on more tile sets and dungeons and levels, and that's kind of it. And then I think we can just call this game done. I don't think I'm gonna make like a ton of different music and stuff for this. I think I'm probably gonna end up reusing a lot of the music and sound effects in the second game. We might improve them still, but it'll give us a good running start into starting the next one, right? Oh, but very cool stuff. I also got to work on more videos this week. I think that'll be good. Maybe I can get a video out. Yeah, I can definitely get one out by Thanksgiving, which I think is next week for the US. Anyways,